Okay. Good
Woo!
morning.
Good morning, Georgiana. How are you?
I'm good, good. It's so good to see you
Oh,
again. Another
beautiful. You did your makeup video this morning, huh?
did. I see you're all glammed up as well.
Well, I'm being influenced by you. So that's 100% true. Okay.
Love that Avon makeup.
Yes, I'm getting better every day. I know you're a pro, so check out her. You are. Don't be
I'm
so
learning.
modest. Check
I'm
out
learning.
Janice. I'm telling you, check out her makeup videos, getting ready with me videos on her page, where she just goes right there live in front of the camera with the real her putting makeup on, and she is amazing. I
Well,
just
thank
love
you.
it.
It's
So
been
what?
fun.
Yes, I see. I know the fun you have over there. Just, mingling and talking to people while you're putting your makeup on. I want to get there one day.
I already see you with the smoky eye, so you're like there. I,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, I think I did a little better today. At least I know how to do the one and then the two and then the
The
three and
darker
then four.
shade.
Yeah. So I was very good. I was a lot better today. So practice makes perfect.
With
So
everything, a little bit of practice goes a long way.
yes. And you know what? We're talking about that today because there's actually some good changes going on.
Some
And
updates.
yes,
I'm
and
excited.
change is good, right? Sometimes we don't even expect to do something different, and then it happens, and then we love it. So let's talk about what's up.
And I think this is coming at a good time now because now we're starting to get settled into our systems. It's not like everything is changing. There are little changes along the way. So I think that this is a good time for this change. I'm excited to see it. So if you guys haven't heard already, Avon is going to be updating their website. Avon now and Avon are about to become one. So we're going to have things merge so that you guys can find your way around the websites better. You can navigate. One of the key things that I think that this is going to be good is I don't think a lot of representatives, there are representatives who are having trouble knowing the difference between Avon Now and Avon.com. One is a customer site, one is a site where you, as a representative, manage your business. I think that not enough representatives also don't understand the customer website. And I think that's important because if you have to be able to know what the customers see when they're shopping so that you can help them. So I think that maybe by bringing the two together, there'll be one site, so you have to know it.
Yes,
Hopefully.
yes. But I tell you, I hear more and more about the customer experience. My customers' experience online, and it's a very simple site. That's what they tell me, that it takes them a few minutes, and it used to be a little bit more complicated than that. But I'm seeing that everyone is understanding it and they're loving it, and the freebies, right? So
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think, as people, we're hesitant to change naturally. But then once you get in there and then you see it, you love it. So I love that Avon has been slowly, gradually getting the customers to see the site, getting the representatives back onto the site, and sort of integrating everything so that it's easier for us. We don't know yet exactly how it's going to look when it's finished, how the system is going to work. And there definitely is going to be a period of getting used to it. But like with everything, there is that season of learning and growing. And we're always talking about that here, Milagros and I, on this channel, how important it is to learn and practice. We were just talking about practicing makeup. So this is going to be a great time for us to sort of retrain our brain.
hmm I love it. And there's a few steps that you have to take, like update your personal information to make sure that the phone number is your primary number, and that also that your email, you're receiving emails from Avon, and actually that you're actually able to to just get your emails and read your emails from the company. So make sure you go to your profile. And Dylan is asking if she missed something new. Well, we're talking about Avon now merging into the customer website. So it's going to be one website. I'm sure that everyone got notified about the training. Yesterday at 2 p.m. If you missed the training, because I missed part of it, I wasn't there for all of it. So I listened to a replay. It's on the Avon social.
I'm going to share the link so you
Yes.
guys can find it.
And you can go to the group from your Avon now. You can join the Avon social group. There's a link right there. So if you're not part of the group, make sure that you join it, because there's a lot of information that's shared there, and you don't want to miss any information, because whatever it is that you do and you keep current and in touch is going to make you money. We don't want to miss anything.
And as I was going through the training, I think this is like the training that they did yesterday was like a preliminary training. I think it was an introduction. I was hoping for more like detail, but I think that there's going to be another one where they go more into depth with everything. But the training that I just posted a link to here in the comments box. So if you missed it, you can catch up. The training was sort of like an introduction, like, okay, this is what's coming. We're preparing you. We're letting you know. Here are some things that you could do now to prepare yourself. So, I mean, to be honest, I think everything that they talked about was something that we should have been doing anyway. We did it already when we transitioned from youravon.com to avonnow.com. But it's a good opportunity to double check. It's a business. You want to make sure that your contact information is up to date. When you're filing your taxes, when you're checking your medical records, whatever it is that's important to you, you make sure your information is up to date. So you want to make sure that Avon has your correct email. You want to make sure that the email address that they have is one that you access often. I like Gmail. So I have my Avon, go to my Gmail address where I sort everything. I know sometimes we feel like, oh, there's so much spam, there's so many emails, we don't read it but once a month. But with nowadays, I think you could do it on Yahoo as well, but you can sort the things. You can?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And Yahoo, I'm loving the Yahoo app, because it actually it categorizes the emails. So the emails that they see that you're open right away, like when the Avon emails, all of them, they just show up as a notification.
Yeah. You can do that with all the email addresses now. Make sure that Avon has their email addresses that they send their emails to regularly. If you ever unsubscribed, then you're out. You have to make sure that you're subscribed. If you accidentally unsubscribe, you can resubscribe, or you can contact them to add you back to mailing list. But it's like business updates. We talked a couple of weeks ago about how people who are in stocks, they wake up in the morning, they check their stocks. People who are running a business, they go into the office, they have their first meeting with their managers of their business to see what's happening in the business. Your emails, because we're all working independently, the emails are the way that the company communicates with us. So you want to make sure that either you have your Avon emails going into a specific folder so that you can see them. They're not going to your spam. And same thing for your customers. If a customer emails you, you want to be able to see that email, and you want to make sure that your customer is emailing you at the right email, because you don't want to miss out on those orders. So I think all the things that they're talking about, phone numbers, same thing. you want to make sure that Avon gets you at the right number so that they can inform you. They've been doing a really great job of blasting those email calls like, hey, you won. Make sure you've redeemed your gift. You've got a charm. Make sure you redeem your charm. So if your phone number is not correct, you're going to miss out on all of that. So just, basic updating your contact info.
And you can use the same, what Georgiana is sharing, that information about getting into and knowing what's happening and cashing in on all, all the prices. Imagine if you miss the deadline for ordering your $100 My Way bundle. If you don't get your charm, if you don't get your birthday present, if you miss any kind of communication. So that same excitement, relay it to your team, have a plan so that you can also support them You can contact them by phone calls. There is a report on Vibe. If you For those of you who have large teams, and on Vive, you go to the static reports. Those are the reports generated by Avon, where you have access to the representatives who don't have an email.
Right.
You'll be able to pull that list and make that your priority. But I recommend that, just as an excuse, if you haven't reached out to some of your team members, just pick up the phone and say, hey, I have some great news. Avon is merging both sides, and I wanted to give you that information on what to do so you don't miss out on any of the gifts, the giveaways, and the good things that Avon has out there for all of us. So share the excitement, share
Yeah.
the excitement, and let's make this happen.
Talk about it. I know with when we converted to Avon now, a matter of fact, when we converted to your Avon 2.0 and then later on Avon now, there were a lot of reps who were just like a year later, what is this? What happened?
A
Where's
year
the website? And
later,
it was like, we've been talking about this change. We've been saying this is coming for a year. Where have you been? Oh, well, I don't check my emails. I don't go to the meetings. I don't go to the trainings. Well, that's on you because this again, I cannot say enough. This is a business. You have to be aware of the things that are happening. And we're talking about it here today. We decided that we wanted to take the time to invest into having this discussion with you guys just to help further that information so that if there is anybody who is missing that,
Mhm.
whether you're missing the emails or the communications, it's kind of like to be your wake up call to say, okay, wait, I'm not getting that. I am not getting that email. I'm getting that information. I didn't hear that was happening. Okay, Georgie and Milagro said this is something that I need to check out. Let me go do that. Let me make sure I'm getting the information. But we don't want you guys to be left in the dark.
Yes, and just tune in to everything that I keep hearing that Avon. I don't have other experiences with other direct sales companies, but I do hear other representatives who do other direct sales companies, and they said that our training surpasses any training that they have been involved with in other companies,
And it's free.
and it's free. Yeah.
We over the years we've learned. I know I have learned so much as a person, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur through the trainings that Avon offers to us, and the fact that they offer it for free. I mean, social media training. This is stuff that I see advertising on Facebook and Instagram every day. Like, learn how to run your social media.
Yeah.
Here's a fee, and I'm just like, I'm not paying that for what Avon is giving me for free.
Right.
Take advantage of the all the
Yeah.
fun.
Yes, and it's out there, and it's right there on that group. There's a lot that's shared, and you know that I love to watch some of the trainings because I get ideas, and
Of course.
the influence. Right, look at you, we're doing your makeup. Who would have thought that? And I did my first video today about the makeup.
Oh yeah.
I totally went outside of the box. Check out my reels. I put it on Instagram. Thanks to Georgiana right there. She has an amazing, amazing, amazing story of products and things. Check out her Instagram and just get motivated, get excited, and even you don't have to be perfect. Is
No.
you know that it's a lot of training that Georgiana has taken in the past and taking the time to perfect all these things. But you know what? If you try to be like Georgiana, you're probably gonna
I,
do your first video. That happened to me.
I, I, I appreciate everything you're saying, and it means so much to me. And I feel like she's like, Georgie's videos are perfect, and I'm like, okay, guys, if you sat and watched my get ready with me's in the morning, they are not perfect. Far from it, but I do them anyway.
I know, but we're always trying to compare each other. I try to say, Oh, I want to do that just like that. Just but you just have to do something,
Yeah,
and it'll come to you.
yeah. I mean,
Oh, thank you. Dylan says that she watched my video reels. Thank you.
yay! I got to go check it out. I can't wait to see it. But
Well, I want you to give me your feedback too, because I that's important to me. Remember where my
100%.
influence came from.
Well, at the end of the day, two things. I love that you said don't wait for it to be perfect. Just do it. And then as you get better at it, you'll figure out what you need to improve. You'll figure out what your comfort zone is, and you can work within that and then grow from there. But the other thing is, you know, I love that you're saying you saw me doing it and then you tried it.
Yeah.
I will be honest with you. I was really hesitant to do TikTok and Reels because I was like, oh my gosh, it's another social media thing that I have to figure out now. But just yesterday, I got a message from a customer. She was like, "Oh, I saw you on Instagram. I love what you're doing. Can I get some Avon?" So I
Um,
was just like, "This
yes,
works.
it
Try
does
new
work.
things, getting out of your comfort zone." So sometimes, when things are coming out and they're new, you're like, "Oh, geez, here we go again." But do it anyway. Learn it, try it, put time and effort into doing it consistently. I've been doing TikTok and Instagram Reels for a couple of months.
Mm-hmm.
At least 5 months, if not more. And this is the first time I've had a customer say, "Oh yeah, I watched your reel the other day."
Wow. And there's all these videos you can also upload in other platforms, so you
Oh
don't
yeah.
have to leave it in just one. I love it. And well, I haven't started TikTok, but there is a training which I'm going to take. It's on Avon U on how to use TikTok. So,
Yeah,
TikTok is just a fun platform to showcase your products and
it's just a different resource.
showing, yeah, showing your products. So, I don't know. I will try.
Well, I will say, if you're just getting started, definitely check out hashtag Avon Content Creators. There's a group of us here at Avon who share content on social media, on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. We're kind of everywhere. So if you follow the hashtag Avon Content Creators, Avon Crew, those two hashtags, you can kind of see, hey, good morning, Donna. You can kind of see what everyone is doing, because it's not about copying someone else. It's about taking that and making it yours. And if you look at that content creator group, you'll see that we all do social media differently. We all have different lifestyles and different methods of sharing, but whatever way we do it, it's our own way. And it's just about the consistency. So get out
Yeah.
there, guys, try new stuff.
Yes.
Try it now before the change.
Please just take a few minutes. It literally took me less than 5 minutes to just, I actually did it on Snapchat first, and then I saved it. Then
Mhm.
I uploaded to Reels, put a title, a few hashtags, and that was it.
Yeah.
No filters. If you wear makeup, why are you gonna do a filter? But if you want to do a filter, go do your filters too. There's nothing wrong with that.
Find what works for you. I have a friend from college. She has that like big eye filter, and she does all these like cute little, sort of like her thought process for the day, motivation ideas. And that's her thing. That's she's the only one I know. Actually, no, I've seen someone else do something similar, but she does it her way. And I get up in the morning and I look for her, so I know it's coming. So, building that consistency, building your own tribe and your uniqueness. We talked a few months ago now, probably last year. Remember when Avon used to have the social media center where you go and we were all downloading the same pictures and all putting the same links, and there was no difference
I
between
was
what we were
blame
posting.
blame myself for that. It was so easy. I mean, you can just copy and add a link to it, and
Yeah,
yeah,
but we were all doing the same thing, and nobody was sort of separating themselves and saying, this is me and this is how I do business. Now, this is your opportunity to say, okay, this is what I do and what I do well. It's not what somebody else is doing, or maybe I saw someone else doing it and I'm taking it and remaking it mine. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about. So don't be afraid of these new changes that are coming and feel like now you need to conform to some system. It's just growth. You'll, you know, everybody in, a class, everybody who was born in 2020, they're all the same age, but they're
Mhm.
all individual people. They're all going to grow at the same rate, but in different ways. So think about it the same way.
And it's time to reinvent. I mean, there's so many things that have changed. Actually, a lot of people made more money during the pandemic than they did when, yes, that we all found a way. I'm one that, I don't want to say I'm grateful, but the pandemic really helped me, venture outside what I was used to doing. And sometimes we don't feel comfortable doing that, but if you try just one little thing and watch someone like Georgiana, and you say, oh, maybe that's not that difficult, maybe I can do that. It doesn't have to be your face in it, it can be just pointing at a product. But I'm telling you, you must change with technology, with times.
Yeah.
It's all going digital, and this is another example that Avon is really putting a lot of investment. This must have cost them a pretty penny to, to merge. And
Thank you. So sorry, but thank you.
but we had to embrace it, and we had to
Yeah.
do our part to just go digital, and just make sure that you follow through, and start using the digital world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dawn, I'm glad you saw this too, and I see Nita and Tracy in the chat. You guys didn't miss much. We're kind of just talking about the new changes that are coming with Avon now and Avon.com,
Mhm.
and just sharing ideas for how you can transition
Mhm.
along. I don't even want to say transition, and to be honest with you, I'm getting kind of tired of saying going digital too. I feel like at this point we're beyond going digital. We're
Yes.
digital. It's 2021. We're in that age. This is the season we're in. It's like, going into the industrial revolution. Been there, done that. We're beyond.
Yeah.
So
Yes, we all should have been digital by now.
I feel like we're there already. Whether you
Yeah.
want to be or not, that's where we are at the end of the day. So
Yeah.
it's growth, it's change at the, when we sum all of this up, if you're in a place, and this is anything in business, and we're going to come back to revisit this, it's we have these same conversations on different topics, but when we're talking, it's like if you're comfortable, if you're the same person you were a year ago, 5 years ago, if you're doing the exact same things, then you're not growing. You have
Mhm.
to grow, you have to evolve, and you have to develop, because we're in a different day and age. It's a different time, so you can't do everything exactly the same way you were doing it then. It has to change. And I think that's a good thing.
Yes, it is. And it's like I cannot stress enough how important it is to just start, the same way. And I'm going to give you an analogy because I like to use examples. I'm a hands-on person. I I love to, just talk to people and be there face to face.
Oh
So
no, they're not the same.
you
Hands on, yes.
you used to do it. You
I
used
can. I can. But finish your story.
well, you went on the direction of digital. You embraced it right away, and you loved it, and you want to stay there. So I like it too. Believe it or not, I like it too. But I don't know if I can categorize myself as face to face like I used to. But I do love face to face. But the digital, and just showing your face in a camera, or talking to people on a live video, it's the same concept as face to face, but you are in front of the camera. And believe me, people are not going to tell you get out of here, or I don't like your, that does not happen, you guys. People will actually support you. They will be like, wow, you did it. And just be like I say, honest, and just say, well, this is my first video. I remember Pamela Gilbert. She's such a sweetheart, but she made her first live video, and she was talking about how this is our live video, and she's not used to it, that she was actually nervous when she was doing the video. And she was honest. And I was like, wow, that's a humbling experience for somebody to actually say, hey, I don't feel comfortable about doing this, but I'm doing it anyways. And I hope I get your support. And the second time it's going to be better. And the third time it's going to be even better. You might become just addicted to live videos.
And if it's not live, maybe it's blogging, maybe it's pictures. You have to find what works for you. You have to find your own niche. And I love that you said, even though you and I are different in terms of how we interact with people, even in that, like when I first started all of this, yeah, I could do face to face. I have no problem doing, prospecting events, speaking in front of people. Now, I didn't start out that way. So, don't watch me and think, okay, well, Georgie's comfortable talking to people. It wasn't always like that. I've come to a point through practice, through trial and error, where I can speak to people in public, but that's not where I come from. But over the last 2 years, I have realized that for me, my comfort zone is social media. I love it. I love taking pictures. I love doing the live videos. Still hate editing, but I'm getting better at it. That is my process. But I wouldn't know unless I had tried. If I had just, bullheaded said, okay, I've always been doing it this way. I'm going to keep doing it this way. I'm not going to learn this social media. I'm not going to try the new stuff. I wouldn't have realized that I'm good at this. So, I want to encourage you guys. You might be feeling like, okay, we're telling you just switch to digital. It's not about just switch. It's about try something new, educate yourself in something different, learn and grow. You never know, you might like it. I
like it. Yeah.
I talk to people every day who are saying, okay, yeah, Georgie, you've been telling me about posting products online and sharing my online store, and I didn't realize that I could be making this much money through my website with my online sales. And now that I see it, I get it. And I'm like, I've been telling you this for 5 years. Why do you guys think
Right.
not just to hear myself talk, but because it works. So that's why we're encouraging you guys to step out of the box.
Thank you, Nita. Thank you so much, sis. Your videos are the best, Georgiana Milagros. They help me. Thank you so much for letting us know. We want to make sure that you are, getting the most out of what we share, because I know that sometimes it's difficult when we're not asking questions. Are you getting what we're saying? What's your feedback? So we want to make sure that we're reaching out to all of you.
And I love what Nita said. She said she approached the merge like she did when she was in the corporate law world. You wait and embrace the changes. Yes. Like in real life, you do what you got to do to move forward. That's a great point, Nita. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. And yes, Don, thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, I hope that you got as much out of this as you can, and just take the first step to just say, hey, you know what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do my first video. I'm going to share my first product. And, if you're having trouble creating content, because I think that's everyone's, difficulty. What do I post? What do I say? Just, get ideas from everybody else who's doing it. And if you're there, you can probably do a funny video before and after and things like that.
Maybe what we could do is, you guys can let us know in the comments if this is what you want to see. If you guys want ideas for how to create content, we could definitely devote a whole training to that, sharing some ideas for you guys for that, if that's what you want to see as well.
That would be nice. I think that that has been one of the things that people have mentioned to me. So what do I do? What do I post? And I tell them, well, look at the content that we have. It's the 80-20% rule. 80% is you, 20% product and service. So mixing that up and looking at Georgiana, she does a beautiful job with all her posts. I'm telling you, you will get it. You're going to get it. And you're going to start making more money. Your sales are going to start coming in. Don't give up. It takes time. It really takes time. It's not something that you can do overnight and post a video and things are going to come, you know, right away. It's not instant. So,
It's a gradual change, but on the bright side, Avon does have even more training for us.
mhm,
One thing that we want to talk about lastly before we let you guys go is our upcoming Avon conference. So if you haven't already, now's a great time to register for conference. Ours this year is going to be August 20th to 22nd, so Friday to Sunday. It's going to be jam packed full of training. There's always like a motivational speaker, of course, swag bags and giveaways. But what I love best about Avon Conference is that it's, usually like 2.5 days of intense
mhm.
training, recognition, but you get to learn what's new, what's coming, some of the things that are going to be happening. So you can check out this website, avonconvention.com. I'm actually going to post the link in the comments box. Nita says she's registered. Yay! So
Yeah.
I'm going to post the link so that you guys can check that out. Millie, I know you're excited about conference as well.
Yes. One feedback that I want to give you, because you tend to take for granted that it's virtual, and then you say, oh, I can go here and I can go there, but really block out that time so that you can be present in front of your computer and take look at everything. The agenda is packed
Yeah.
like I've never seen it before. um, Make sure that you are committed to being there in front of the computer, that you're not missing one thing, that you're actually, emerge into this event, because it's not, virtual is different than face to face. But the way that you can imagine being there is by actually dressing up, by actually putting some makeup on, sharing the excitement. They do want you to share pictures and videos and things about your space, and where you're having your conference, because it's like if you are there, but the only difference is that you're virtual. So make sure that you schedule your time, that your family is respectful of this time. Just pretend that you're in Orlando, like it is going to be live with a few representatives, but you're at home. And if you want to have your family watch, just you have them there with you. Cook
But
the
don't
day
let them
before.
distract you.
Yes. Yes, cook the day before, or prepare food so you don't have to be cooking and while you're watching the show. You're gonna be home, you guys. So I know home is distracting. So I just wanted to stress that out, and that you are, if you register, um, congratulations. If you are not registered or you have not decided yet, just do it. It's so worth it. It's a small investment that's going to change your life.
Yeah. At my first conference that I went to, it was something where it was like I got to attend for free if I could pay my own travel. It was a local incentive that we had in our district. And it was my first convention, and I swore it was not going to be my last. I had a completely different mindset about the business, just being surrounded by other people. And I love that Milagros is saying, be engaged. You definitely do want to, to have your notebook so you can take notes. You
Yeah.
want to be in a mindset where you're taking it all in, and also get involved in the comments. Shout out when they ask for when they ask questions, talk to people in the chat box. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll have like a breakout in Zoom for my team or my friends that I've met at conference in other years. Also get involved in the Avon social group.
That's a
You know,
great
they've
idea.
got a lot of stuff.
Wait. That's a good idea. See, look at
Which
that.
one?
You just shared that being in a Zoom with your team, enjoying conference, and maybe, sharing feedback. I love that.
Yeah, because it's about, even if you're not there physically, conference is still about community. And again, 2 years now into this thing, doing things digitally, we should get it. But it's about your connections, and whether you can. I mean, I can't tell you how many times. Nita is a person I met online. I didn't physically meet her until like 2 or 3 weeks
The other
ago.
day, yes.
So the people you meet online are your connections in your social group. So when you interact in the Avon official selling group or on the Avon representatives page, whatever it is that you're talking to other representatives, those are your friends now. Those are your connections. So that when you go to conference, keep up the conversation with those people. Check in, like, how are you doing? What did you think about this? What are you excited about? Use this as an opportunity to immerse yourself in the business, like Malagra said, just like as if you were there. And if you're there, you'll use it to, I mean, that first conference I went to, I was basically by myself for most of the classes. So I was kind of forced to talk to strangers because I had nobody else there. So you want to force yourself to talk to different people. And a lot of the people that I've met over the years, Majupe, I can't even, Jessica, there's so many people
Yeah.
that I've met there that I keep in touch with now. That's what it's about. So happy to meet you too, Nita.
Oh,
So
that's nice,
we
Nita.
shared some great tips.
Jana
And we're
told
going
me,
to have
I was
more.
like, wow, I'm jealous. That is awesome.
Yeah, we have a good time at conference, whether it's virtual or in person. So,
Yes.
but it's up to you to get connected.
Yes. And believe me, there's no difference other than the fact that you are absorbing the same I mean you are absorbing the same information as someone who's live.
Yeah.
So and you know what? You might not be able to afford traveling. You might not be able to take off from work or from your family. So what a great opportunity to take advantage of virtual.
Yes.
Um,
And save some money.
yeah, and save some
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
That's a great way of putting
So
it.
great chat, guys. Thank you guys all so much for joining us. We hope that we leave you here inspired. We're going to be coming back to talk about both of these topics in the future as we transition on Avon now and as we get closer to conference. So make sure that you like this page. If you know anyone else who could benefit from hearing this information, share the video. Everyone is always welcome to join us. This is not exclusively for our team. These videos are public, so everyone can join and learn, and so that we can grow together.
Yes, amen to that. God bless everyone. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, guys.
Great chat. Love you all.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
All right.